You didn't click this video by mistake. It's never a coincidence. In football, the spotlight doesn't shine on talent. It shines on names. But behind every Messi, every Ronaldo, every flashy Ballon d'Or ceremony, there's someone else. Someone forgotten. Someone that carried the weight, picked up the pieces, made the play, and never got the praise. Today, we carry the hammer of justice. We're putting respect on 10 of the most underrated players in football history. Not benchwarmers, not nearly men. These are winners, final killers, record holders, magicians, soldiers, but never celebrated like they should have been. Quick question before we start. Who's the most underrated footballer you've ever watched? Not the ones with 10 trophies and no personality. I mean that player you always defended in arguments. The one that made you whisper, "Why does no one talk about him?" Drop their name in the comments, because today it's about giving flowers to the forgotten. Let's start with a man who's been in the background of every beautiful moment in the last decade. Angel Di Maria, the god of finals. He was there in 2014. He was there in 2021. He was there in 2022. But it was always about Messi. Angel Di Maria, the forgotten left foot of Argentina's golden era. When people talk about Argentina's World Cup win, they mention Messi. They should. But who scored in the final? Who won the penalty? Who scored in Copa America? In the Finalissima? Di Maria. He even did it at Madrid. 2014 UCL final. Di Maria was man of the match. He tore Atletico to pieces. And what did Florentino Perez do? Offered him less money than Bale, then sold him. Because Ramos scored in the 93rd minute and stole the show. Di Maria is what every big team needs. A man who shows up when others freeze. But somehow the world never noticed. Next, we have Olivier Giroud, the beautiful workhorse. First one blamed, last one praised. That's Giroud's whole story. France's all-time top scorer. More than Henry, more than Platini. But what do people remember? 0 goals in the 2018 World Cup. They forget he was the system, the glue that made Mbappe and Griezmann shine. They forget he scored worldies at Arsenal. That scorpion kick, FIFA Puskas winner. They forget he won a UCL and Europa League with Chelsea. They forget he took Milan to their first Serie A in 11 years. Giroud isn't flashy, but put him in a team and they win. Number 8, Dani Carvajal, the eternal right back. 6 Champions Leagues. Let that sink in. Only Paco Geno has more. But does anyone talk about Carvajal? Nope. It was always Marcelo's flair, Ramos' headers, Cristiano's legacy. But behind them, there was a soldier. A Spanish fullback who never let you down. He finally made his first Euros appearance in 2024 and was immense. Tackles, runs, leadership. He doesn't post on Instagram. He posts on finals. Dani Carvajal is the heartbeat of Madrid's backline. But no kid has ever said, "I want to play like Carvajal." And that's the tragedy. Number 7, Edin Dzeko, the 6 feet 4 inches shadow. Let me take you back to 2012, City winning the Premier League. But 2 minutes before that, Dzeko scored the equalizer. Without him, there's no title. He won the Bundesliga with Wolfsburg, outscored everyone, yes, even Bayern. Premier League with City, almost 400 career goals, outscored Rooney, outscored Drogba, and at 38, he was still in Turkey chasing the Golden Boot. But nobody remembers him, because Dzeko never played for clicks. He played for the scoreboard, and the scoreboard always smiled back. Number 6, Michael Carrick, the silent strategist. You can't measure Michael Carrick with stats. You need eyes, patience, understanding. He wasn't flashy like Scholes or iconic like Giggs, but he did the dirty work, the tactical work, the grown man work. Sir Alex bought him to replace Roy Keane. Pressure? Immense. But Carrick didn't flinch. 5 Premier Leagues, 1 Champions League, and a tactical anchor who made United's midfield tick for a decade. He didn't post goals. He posted control. And since he retired in 2018, United still haven't replaced him. Number 5, David Silva, the wizard in the wrong shirt. If David Silva had played for Real Madrid or Barcelona, we'd be calling him the Ballon d'Or winner. But he played for Valencia, then Man City, then Real Sociedad, and still he built magic. He made Spain's golden era function, starting over Fabregas, over Alonso, dominating in the 2008 and 2012 Euros. In England, for Premier Leagues, 121 assists, a magician with Japanese roots from his mother's side, but always under the shadow of Xavi and Iniesta. David Silva didn't need hype. He needed a canvas, and he painted every single time. Number 4, Ronald Koeman, the goal-scoring wall. Today's generation only knows him as that failed Barca coach. But to the 90s and 80s crowd, Koeman was a phenomenon. 253 goals as a defender. Yes, you read that right. He's still the highest-scoring defender ever. He won the 1988 Euros with Netherlands, Champions League with PSV, then again with Barca, scoring the winner in the 1992 final. That wasn't just a goal. That was the first European trophy in Barca's history. And in 1994, he topped the UCL scoring charts. As a defender, Ronald Koeman redefined what it meant to play from the back. Number 3, Miroslav Klose, the record breaker you forgot. Pele, Ronaldo, Gerd Müller. Klose beat them all. He's the World Cup's all-time top scorer with 16 goals, 4 World Cups, for semifinals, 1 title, 71 goals for Germany. More than Gerd Müller, more than Klinsmann. But people call him average. Why? Because he didn't have stepovers? Because he didn't play for Real or Barca? Klose was lethal. In the air, in the box, on the world's biggest stage. His problem? He made greatness look simple. Number 2, Sergio Busquets, the chess master. You want to know why Pep Guardiola benched Yaya Touré? Because of Busquets. You want to know why Spain and Barca dominated football from 2008 to 2015? Because of Busquets. Calm, cold, calculated. He didn't dribble. He didn't score. He read. He broke pressing systems with one touch. He controlled tempo like a DJ spinning a silent beat. As Pep once said, if you watch the game, you don't see Busquets. But if you watch Busquets, you see the whole game. But the fans never liked him. He was too quiet, too intelligent, too composed. But players, coaches, they know. They always knew. Number 1, Andrea Pirlo, the original Regista. The maestro. No player in football history passed the ball like Andrea Pirlo. He made it sing. With Milan, he dominated Europe. 2 UCL titles, countless assists. He reinvented himself at Juventus. 4 straight Serie A titles, and best player in Italy 3 years in a row. But the moment that defined him, 2006 World Cup final. Piercing eyes, slow walk, cold finish, and then silence. World champion. Pirlo wasn't fast. He wasn't physical, but he was inevitable. He was elegance in a world of chaos. He made football look like poetry, and no one has done it better since. These men didn't just play football. They shaped it quietly, brilliantly, relentlessly. And for once, we're giving them the flowers they never got. So now I ask you, who is the most underrated player you've ever seen? Drop their name in the comments. Let's start the conversation. And if this video made you remember a moment you'd forgotten, subscribe, because here, we tell the stories no one else will.